I say, well, hello, chaps and chappets, Game Chap and Birdie here.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, fellows, and I dare say we are now taking a look here at Pokémon Rumble World, a game released today on Nintendo 3DS. Now, this is a free-to-play game, I understand, old chap.
Ah, is it really?
Yes, indeed, you can download this game for free, fellows, and play for free. However, it is, of course, another one of Nintendo's freemium games, which they have been trying recently, whereby you can spend real-world money to buy in-game currency to advance your game.
Ah, so you get it free, but then you have to start paying if you want to go any further with it.
That's the only say, old chap. Yes, however, of course, we're going to be taking a look at the gameplay here and seeing if it's worth playing or not. So, of course, it seems you'll start out here having a good conversation with the King of Toyland, it seems. Now, in Toyland, there are many toy Pokemon, and His Majesty the King here wants you to bring him lots and lots of Pokemon.
Right, okay, so we're actually looking at the gameplay, and the chaps and chapettes have just seen the trailer, am I right?
That's right, of course, we had the trailer just now, and this is gameplay from the game released today, here with Anna and her loyal Pokemon going into battle.
Right, okay, so here we are, and we're just, as you say, going into battle here. So what does it involve? What does the game actually involve?
Well, as you can see here, the King wants us to gather up 11 species of Pokemon during our travels across the various worlds of the game. Now, indeed, the combat is quite simple, you'll see. It's not like regular Pokemon games. All you have to do is walk around and press buttons to attack, but you're about to see how it works, you'll know.
Right, let's go.
Yes, we're going to capture some Pokemon and come back to His Majesty, you'll know. Let's see, off she goes in a hot air balloon. Wonderful, old chap. Good show.
Okay.
Now, let's see here. We have, of course, arrived on the green field of the first level, if you will, and here already we have a Pokemon, you know. Goodness me.
Right, okay, so there we are, and our objectives are to find them.
That's right, of course. You have to track down and capture these Pokemon, but it seems you can't fight as your me here. You'll have to actually fight as the Pokemon you capture rather than your me. Now, by using the circle where you can move around, and pressing B allows you to look at the camera. How cute, old chap.
Right, okay.
There he goes, idea.
Camera, yes.
Now, you sort of go into these golf ball holes here, for want of a better word, old boy.
Right.
And by moving around and using the A button, you can attack the enemies in the various worlds of the game and gather coins for defeating them. How marvellous, old chap.
Aha, and so presumably as you find the little chaps, you can then use either one, can you, or what?
Well, actually, how it works is sometimes when you kill an enemy Pokemon, they'll be dropped as an item which you can gather. And then once you've gathered that said item, you can then change over to them using the X button to switch, as you're about to see, no doubt.
I see.
As you can see, we're up a bunch of sort of, are these Torchics, I think, old boy? I know Pokemon Export. Ah, yes, Torchic. Okay, we've now acquired the Pokemon Torchic, as you can see there. And we can press the X button, like so, to change over to him. He has a stronger power rating of 67. There we are, winding him up, and off he goes. All right.
He goes, right,
now,
yes.
of course, he being a fire type has a fire attack, you'll see.
Aha!
Now,
right.
of course, he can also look at the camera by pressing the B button. Quite a cute touch there.
Right.
It seems they're going very much for the cutesy feel in this game, and poor Anna's in trouble. That Pokemon's chasing her, you'll know.
The cutesy feel. So who's Anna then?
We've got to save Anna here. There we are. We saved her from what? From something, I think, old boy. Anna is, of course, the Mii we chose. You can use whichever Mii you like in this game as your personal character, if you will, and that Mii character might support you through your various adventures by throwing you healing items, etc., and so forth.
Ah, so you can choose a sort of NPC character within the game, can you?
Sort of. That's right. Your Mii,
like
if you will. That's right. Super effective there. Good as me. We've acquired another Trico. Okay, and I think we have some more baddies here, but they're no match for the flame blasts of Torchic now.
Right, okay, so there we are. We're collecting these things going around on our way.
Yes.
But where does the whole thing come in where you have
Just a moment, but it's the boss time, Elcher. We've got to beat the boss now.
The boss time, okay. We'll
Yes,
cover
I
that
say.
in a minute.
Yes.
All the chaps and chapettes can just hang on a minute while we get rid of the boss.
It's Swampert the boss, as you can see with Elves now.
Swampert.
We're going to use a leaf type. I am no Pokemon expert once more, but yes, indeed, the leaf type works against water type. There you go. You learn something new every day.
The leaf against the water,
That's right. Okay. As you can see
Super
here,
effective.
it's super effective. We're doing lots and lots of damage to that boss,
Yes.
but he's putting up quite a fight, and Anna's on less than half HP. Come on, we've got to finish him off, you know. Oh, that was a vicious hit from him there. Goodness me.
Big hit there from the big
Nasty
bad chap.
hit from the bad chap, and he is firing some kind of mud at us there, I'm sure. Poor Anna's taking it today, isn't she?
She is indeed.
He's smoking away, though, and that's it, the killing blow.
Ah, got him.
All right, okay, there we are. But I don't think we get the chance to capture him, sadly. No, we don't, but we've got lots and lots of coins there, lovely. Now, of course, in this game there are two types of coins. One is the silverware you'll see there, the various Pokemon coins, and the other type of currency is the one you can buy with real money, which is known as Poké Diamonds.
Ah, so right, the Poké Diamonds. Now, what exactly are they, and why do you have to pay real money for them?
Well, I'm glad you asked, old chap. You'll see Poké Diamonds in this game are used to do things like buy airships, as you can see here, which allows you to travel to different parts of the world and thereby encounter new Pokemon, and also to buy things like extras for your character and clothing, you'll see.
Now, hang on a minute, just as we go through this gameplay, because I
Yes.
just thought, no doubt the chaps and chappets, the penny's dropping and they're thinking, hang on a minute.
That was a good pun, that one.
Well,
I like
it was
that.
good, but the thing is, are we dealing here with the first sort of Nintendo 3DS pay-to-play game?
Well, actually, no. That's the thing, you'll see.
Really?
Of course, before this we had Pokemon Shuffle, whereby you could also buy in-game gems, as it were, using real money, and this is now another game in Nintendo's Freemium line, taking after the iPad and mobile device games, where you can, of course, buy the thing you just saw there, Poké Diamonds, with real money. Although, of course, technically speaking, you don't actually have to spend any money if you wait for your hot air balloons to reinflate.
Right, so
Yes.
as you said that you use the word freemium, so that's not
Freemium.
premium with a P, it's freemium as this sort of spin word there with an S, freemium.
That's right, of course.
So
In other words, you can download it for free, but you
Yes.
can't play it all the time for free.
No, indeed, yes. So there we are. I mean, the rather interesting thing here that I'm thinking though is are they sort of using this platform 3DS as a sort of to get people ready for the old mobile smartphone thing?
Certainly, I do
I
think
think they
so.
could be.
I think you're right there, Bertie. That is a good point, and I do believe they're introducing people to the idea. As you can see with the simplified gameplay here and cutesy feel, this is by no means a AAA title, but it is a rather fun diversion, and of course it is free to play, providing you're prepared to wait for your air balloons to reinflate. But on the other hand, if you really like the gameplay and you want to just explore some more destinations, you might feel tempted to splash out a few pounds on some Poké Diamonds or a few dollars, depending on where you come from.
Well, yes, I suppose indeed, yes, you could do, and whether people will do that or not, we'll have to wait and see.
That's right, of course, money isn't the only way to actually acquire Poké Diamonds. Sometimes the king will give you some, other times a saleswoman there might give you some diamonds for doing things like meeting friends in the game or going online, etc. and so forth. In this case, we've just bought a fire-type Pokemon balloon using 10 Poké Diamonds. That's how much each balloon costs, you'll see, and we can set off for adventure.
So yes, indeed, as you say, set off for adventure. So the chaps and chapettes out there now that are watching this, what do you think about what you've seen so far? You've seen the trailer, and you're watching us play the gameplay now. Is it something that you think you're going to get out and play yourself? Or do you think, well, I know I don't want to play that, or yes, I might have a go, but I'm not going to spend any diamonds or any money on it?
Well, exactly. Of course, we're just going in here to Fireweed Field, as you can see there, which is a fire-type Pokemon battleground, and again, it's a quite simple and cutesy gameplay here, and we're going to use Pikachu to basically zap these chaps to bits, you know.
Give the chaps a jolly good zapping.
However, I have to say also, you don't actually have to press the A button to attack even, you know. You can just walk up to the enemies and he will basically nut them on the head automatically, old boy.
Give him a nut on the head.
Good old nut.
So
and,
therefore,
it's full auto, if you will.
Alright, so currently we've got this little chap here,
yes,
but we haven't found any other Pokemons yet.
Not as yet, although I think these birdies are new, aren't they, old chap? A Game Chap and Birdie here, the fledgling there, I think he's a new one.
The birdies,
that's
maybe,
right.
yes.
And
indeed.
also, it seems to me that as you gather more and more Pokemon, once the king sees your results and your performance, rather, the king might be pleased with you and cause your adventurer rank to go up. And if you can gather, I think it's about 8 different species of Pokemon, you'll get to adventurer rank 3.
Aha! So I see, adventurer rank 3.
This birdie has a fast attack, as you can see there, so different types of Pokemon have different attacks. Well worth going through and finding out what they all do, I suppose.
Well, most certainly. So we're sort of ranking up, or, you can rank up, as it were.
Yes, that's right.
Level up.
And of course, add more Pokemon to your collection. Now, I have to say, in our playthrough of the game, I don't think we're going to lose any Pokemon, so we're not quite sure if you can lose Pokemon, but I suppose you might be able to, though.
Well, I suppose as you advance through the game, they will step up the difficulty. And indeed, you may well lose a Pokemon or two. Perhaps you can do that in the game. We don't know.
So keep your tissue box handy just in case.
Yes, keep your man-sized tissues ready so you can cry buckets if you lose a Pokemon.
Exactly.
It's not our fault.
It's not our fault. Don't blame us, you know.
No.
There you are, but else, this has indeed been Game Chap and Birdie taking a look at Pokemon Rumble World. What do you make of Nintendo's newest freemium title, fellows? Do tell us what you think, I say.
Yes, the new freemium on the block. What is your opinion on it? What do you think?
That's right. I dare say it's quite an interesting venture, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more of this flavour in the near future from the chaps at Nintendo, although hopefully not too much more, old boy.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, yes indeed, but we will have to wait and see whether this one takes off or not.
That's right, old boy. We look forward to seeing you fellows in the next exciting Nintendo outing, I say. Join us once more. Until then...
Yes.